Do you like the t-shirt? Had to be done, but I think sadly with the way things are at the moment, with the wonders of technology, I might just have to make a slight adjustment. Just bear with me. That's quite enough of that. I want to keep this brief because this is quite a long video. It's about 30-minute duration. So I just wanted to introduce it to say one of the best things about this weekend away that I had was getting away from everything that's going on at the moment. And it wasn't until I sort of kind of got up close to just out of Wasdale Head really, and I got a phone signal. I thought I'd check in with my good lady just to let her know that I'm okay. And the minute I spoke to her, she let me know that the world was going mad. And let me assure you about this video, there is absolutely no mention of the C word. And that was what was so amazing about going away for that weekend. You just totally got away from all the news of Armageddon. It is awful what's going on at the moment, but let me assure you, if you're looking for some light-hearted, easy watching just to forget about what's going on outside, give this video a watch. It's a Friday morning, we're in the middle of, it's Friday the 13th actually, and I am about to embark on a trip up the M6 with two work colleagues, Tony and Andy, and we are going up to a place called Wasdale Head, which is at the foot of Scafell Pike. I've wanted to come up here for quite a while, and we haven't actually got to our destination yet, but we've just had to pull over because I want to show you something. Are you ready? Look at this. That is special. wind muff, dead cat, whatever they call it. Looks professional, doesn't it? I hope it's doing the job. It's quite windy. We've arrived, and what a place. It's absolutely stunning. The trouble is, it's kind of, I'm just so excited to be here, but at the same time I'm absolutely gutted, and let me tell you why. We've arrived, but it's about sort of 2:30, 2:45 now. We've spoken to the guy in the office where we booked in, because we're staying on a National Trust campsite. My mate Tony's been on nights, bless him. He just came straight to my place, picked me up, I drove his van, and he kipped in the back of his VW camper on the way up. But he's only had about 2.5 hours kip. As soon as we got off the M6, he was awake. So I can't say I blame him. He doesn't really fancy attempting it, and it's just too late in the day. Tony's knackered. The trouble is, the forecast for this weekend is bloody awful, so I'm absolutely gutted. That's the background there. I'm deliberately not showing you said mountain or said hill because I want to save that for last, but look at that. It's not a bad view, is it? It's just makes me smile. Being here is just like, oh my god, this is beautiful. This is just so beautiful. But I'm going to turn the camera around now, show you said Scafell Pike. We've got maps, we've got everything, so hopefully, I'm being all despondent, hopefully we'll still do it tomorrow, but I know the weather is not going to be like this. The scenery is not going to be Wasdale Head 1 mile, Eskdale and Mickledore, but that's where we want to go. And I'm like a spoilt kid. We're not going up today. So let's just enjoy the views, eh? Right, talky bit. So I've been whinging over there at how sad it is that we're probably not going to make it up in daylight, but hey, but we've got good alternative plans. Oh. Let me introduce you. Stop. This is... Stop. Hey? What? Kettle's boiling. Oh, right. These are the guys that are travelling. This is young Tony. Tony, who are you and what did you do? What's your history? Tell me. History, in about in a sentence. In a sentence. Tony, Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineer, recovery mechanic. Now work for the ambulance service. That's Tony. And then Andy, what did Andy used to do? Hi guys, ex-infantry, light infantry originally, then rifles, ended up reconnaissance sniper, now working for the ambulance service with these guys. Anyway, this man has been up all night long on shift, and he's kipped in the back of this lovely van, which I haven't actually shown you on the video yet, which he very kindly let me drive. It's 20 years old apparently. Very nearly, yeah. Yeah, and it plodded up the M6 like a dream. It was really good. And then Andy came up in his car separately. And guess what we're going to do now? We are going to have a lesson. I'm going to be taught by two ex-squaddies, two vets, whatever you want to call them, how to use a map and a compass, something that I have always wanted to know how to do, because I am guilty as charged at one of this new generation of people. Although I'm not new generation in myself, I think I'm the oldest here, but that's ironic. I just rely on my phone, which is daft, because let's be honest, as I was just saying to you up there, even on a blue sunny day, Scafell Pike is bathed in thick cloud, and if you go up there, particularly on a rainy day like tomorrow, where we hope we are going to get up there, but we shall see, very easy to get lost. And what if there's no signal? I am buggered. So I need to learn how to use this.
seems really naff and it looks good on the video.
Right, so we're all on the army rations. Andy, what have you had?
Chicken and lentil.
And verdict on the chicken and lentil?
Smashing.
Courtesy of, what are we saying, this is British Army or?
No, these are NATO rations, I believe, or UN rations.
Mine is actually chicken rice with vegetables.
Oh,
According to the... And I don't mind saying it's bloody lovely. So, as predicted, weather is horrendous today. It has forecast, so it's no shock. Annoyingly, it stayed, only started really to heavily rain just prior to us thinking about getting up, probably from about 6 o'clock onwards. But as you can see, Scafell Pike is pretty much invisible. But just about going to have some brekkie with the lads in the Hilton. So from the dregs of a tent to
Brew for the boss.
a brew. How'd you sleep, boys?
Awesome.
I'm guessing Tony here slept pretty well.
I had to get out the sleeping bag, it was far too warm.
Too hot, yeah, bastard.
I didn't even have the heater on, it was great.
How'd you sleep, Andy?
on and off. Nice and toasty, but kept waking up.
Yeah.
Well, the offer of a spooning was there, I do remember offering.
Yeah,
That'll be tonight when we're wet.
the spooning offer was there, but Andy and I did decline. I heard a bit of snoring going on, Andy, so you did get some Z's, honestly.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, breakfast. Let's get this door shut. Bizarre reason.
From last night.
Food. Look at that, baby. That would have been a GoPro moment.
Let's climb Scafell, Eddie says. It's going to be a great day out. Weather's going to be nice, it's going to be sunny. Yeah. Yeah. He's not the only one having a midlife crisis.
Avalanche. Falling ice. I'm not going to lie, this bit is just starting to get a bit challenging. I fear we have taken the difficult route to the top of Scafell Pike. Andy had an alternative. I went, no, it's all right, follow me. Whoops.
Typical Western Scotland officer.
Blimey, I'm no officer. Oh, rock.
That's cold, isn't it? Where the water's
Oh, I know, it's incredible. It's a real serious threat of rocks coming down, to be honest, boys.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out, mate. Is it Yaz and the plastic population the only way he's up?
It's looking that way.
Yeah, when do we retire?
This is when we should have some, what do you call them? Ice.
Crampons, tampons.
Serious stuff. I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Bloody hell. Just saying, we've genuinely come up the, most definitely the harder ascent to the peak of Scafell Pike. And that little bit just through here, it's quite funny. We've come into our own. A little bit out of my comfort zone, if I'm honest, with the snow, the ice, very loose rocks, and then suddenly these two guys, the Scotties, big grins on their faces. This is more like it. This is proper stuff. But yeah, got me a little bit worried. Hello, we're not up there yet.
Let's get up there.
Let's crack on. Yeah, brew up. It's a great idea. So we've been up there and we've started the descent. We've decided to come back the more popular route, so we're certainly meeting a lot more people this way, but it's quite hazardous. I seem to remember you went over or down some steep hole at Kinder Scout, didn't you?
Scout, yeah.
it has been an incredible day, absolutely amazing day, but I am absolutely foobarred now. I'm so knackered, ready for bed. We did it. We went up to Scafell Pike. We went the difficult way up. It was quite challenging. I was out of my comfort zone, as I said, but it just makes it all the more special. We got up there and we did it. The wind when we were on the top, on the peak, was absolutely incredible. Couldn't see a thing, visibility pretty much zero, but we did it. The walk back down was more easier but challenging in a different way, in that it was quite sore on my knees. I know Andy particularly suffered, and Tony as well. I think that's just getting older really. But we made it back down. We had showers, hot showers, facilities here absolutely amazing. And then we wandered off to the pub, which is probably about sort of a 1.5 mile walk. Had amazing meal, a couple of beers, and then just when we thought our adventures were over, the walk back, the wind got up, we were walking back into driving rain. We all got absolutely drenched again, so we went back in. Andy and I were just saying the beauty of this trip has been having Tony's van, because obviously he's got an electric hookup and he's got an electric fan in there, so we just went in there and dried off and just sat down and chilled around the table. Amazing. It's been, without that, this whole trip would have had a completely different dynamic. But anyway, back in the tent now. I think it's getting a bit later now, 10:30, 10:45, so time to turn in. It's quite a wild night out there. I don't know if you can hear the wind and rain outside, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to sleep quite well tonight, but what a fantastic day. Speak to you tomorrow. Just before Andy takes this down, thought I'd give you a little talk, because it's always nice to see different tents. This is the Van Gogh Banshee Pro 200. He tells me it was on offer at Go Outdoors. He got this for 99 quid. Normally retails about 115, I think. But yeah, it's a tidy little tent actually, quite nice. I'll have to ask. I think he said it was 2.4 kilos, Andy. 2 kilos. 2 kilos in weight. You've got a nice little vegetable here, vegetable as I like to call it, and then plenty of room inside. I quite like the way you can zip access to a bit of storage space at the back. And there's the front as well, similar to my Coleman really. So you have got, to coin a phrase, bilateral access both sides. But like he said, it's a bit frustrating because unlike my Coleman, which has the storage space both sides, this hasn't got the storage space on this side, so possibly slightly more limited than mine with regard to storage. Like all of these tents claiming to be 2-man, it's always, I think, probably a bit cosy really. But for 1 man, ideal, plus your gear. And that was always what I loved about mine, the Coleman. Look at this. This is the disadvantages of like camping in the same spot for a couple of days with heavy rain. It's just turned into a quagmire really. My little 99p tarp, plastic bit of tarp, and then my good old kneel pad that I'm always on about, kneel mat. So, but yeah, like I said, as you can see with mine, you've got storage space on this side, and I have got the same on the other side as well. But annoyingly, the Coleman bedrock that I had before did have, just like Andy's Van Gogh, access both sides, and this hasn't got access on this side, which is strange really, and mildly annoying, because that would be handy. But generally this has I'm sure it would be the same. I'll ask Andy in a minute, but we have had some seriously heavy rain and strong winds, and I kid you not a drop of water condensation for the entirety of my 2-day stay here. Really chuffed with it. How have you done water wise in yours? No? Dry as a bone. Yeah, nice one. Same with Andy as well. Yeah. So yeah, Andy just saying ventilation's good on his, toasty warm. So yeah, So anyone that is looking to go out and purchase tents or whatever, a couple of options here. The Cobra Coleman 2-man, and which actually I can't remember what it retails at now because I've had it a few years. So yeah, I'll try and find out and let you know what the current retail is on them. But Landy telling us that for 99 quid is a good buy. Right, I'm going to finish getting cleaned up now, packed away before we start the long journey home.